watching the Blackford High School junior varsity basketball team play now. We won't be doing any announcements, just every once in a while coming on and telling everybody what we're doing here, just with the watching the JV game. So enjoy the JV game, and we will come back with the varsity game and the announcements. I'm going to leave the mics open so you'll hear the crowd noise and the announcer of the game as well. Thanks again for tuning in, and enjoy.
Personal foul on the Blackhawks. Number 44, that was George Creek. Danny Baker into the lineup for Blackford, number 20.
Yep, control everything.
Number 3, Mike Hargrave on the floor for Cowan. Fouls on number 34, Duke Williams. That's 2 on Williams. Elam at the line for the Bruins. Personal foul on Blackford's number 12, Braden Roberts, his first. Number 4, Jaden Doherty back on the floor for Blackford. Tommy Stiles, number 32, into the lineup for Blackford. Looking good, number 14, Bird, Logan Bird. Number 30, Seth Burness back into the lineup for Cowan. Personal foul on Blackford's number 31, Stephen Hooper. His first. Number 12, Van Horn, back into the lineup for Cowan. Number 30, Elam, back into the lineup for the Bruins.
That's the end of the first period for JV. Again, this is the JV game. The Bruins leading 19-2 after the end of the first period. Getting ready to start the second period of JV play. Varsity game will start immediately after this one, well, with a short break. I believe it's 20 minutes, which will be followed up, of course, by the starting lineups, the national anthem, and so on and so forth.
Bucket was by Donica. Donica. Personal foul on Cowan's number 30, Seth Furness.
How are you? Doing well. How are you?
Good. That's two on Furness.
Yeah.
George Creek, number 44, back into the lineup for Cowan.
I actually think that I have met you before. I think one time me and Luke saw you at
Are you
Taco Bell in Brownsburg.
Okay.
I'm not from Brown. I'm from Terre Haute.
What
Actually.
you in Mexico?
Yeah, I was there too. Yeah, I've been with him there a few times.
I need too. I probably am over $250,000 lost on it.
That's cool.
Nice play.
Yeah. 42 was that's a Waters. Being with the girls basketball coach. That's his.
So you've been defending Luke for a long while.
Luke told me whenever he was like 3 that if he ever made it to the league, I was his agent. So I'm hoping he makes it.
Holy crap.
Might have to wrestle him for it.
I cut a deal with him. When Luke gets in the NBA, I get the quarterback and 4 season tickets to the Pacers.
Yeah.
And his dad and
Elam on the steal and 2 points.
I'm going to back him up. And I don't want nosebleed.
Timeout, Cowan.
Courtside.
And if he can go 6'3", we'll be in the NBA.
And his work ethic is I've never seen anything like it.
Nobody.
I have. Ever since I remember being like 5, and he was like 3, and just competing over literally every single thing.
And his work ethic is 100%. Everybody thought he was 100% all the time.
Yeah.
When he was 7th grade. And he just tried. Wanted to play ball.
Yeah.
I hope to have a $500,000 basketball grand for him.
Oh yeah. He's definitely special. I've been calling it since. Yeah. I've been calling it since long as I can remember. Good family.
Boy, he's out there. There's only like 200 people coming to the ball game here.
Really? Yeah. I heard.
This is insane.
Oh yeah, I heard that there's like the fire code wouldn't let any more people come in and all that stuff.
But I had to stop him and make sure you really were who Ted says. He's always joking.
Oh, yeah.
So I never know if he's being
I think he said I was Brad. I'm Branch though. Branch, not Brad. Brad's my dad's name. Yeah.
Pocket number 14. Bird, Logan Bird.
Yeah, I played ball at my high school all the way up until this year. It's my senior year.
2-pointer, Bird.
I didn't play this year because I needed to focus on like my music scholarships and also golf. I play golf too. Focusing on that.
stepdaughter. Was his senior.
Number 23.
At West Vigo?
That's Bill Hardy on the floor for Blackford. Back into the lineup for Cowan, number 3, Mike Hargrave.
She's into dancing.
Okay.
She's like 5'9", 5'10", long dark hair.
Kylie.
Kylie.
If I know a Kaylee that's a dancer,
Kaylee or Kylie.
but Kaylee
When I
isn't.
get my phone, I'll pull it
Okay.
up. So.
Yeah. I'll probably recognize you.
Fouls on Hardy, number 23,
How big
is first.
It's still pretty small. I think our senior class has like around like 150 something kids. And we had like 200 to start out our freshman year, but like this
Jaden
year
Doherty
we
back
dropped
on
off.
the floor for Blackford.
Oh no, I can't remember when my grandma came up.
All the time.
I've been wanting to get up here and watch him play for a while now.
Where are you from again?
Lebanon?
Okay.
11? You go a little way too. Yeah.
There's just not
Fouls on number 22.
not a good way to get here.
It was quick. I started coming close. I seen in the round Kokomo.
That was on 22, Donica.
Some
They're playing good. He knows you're here now.
Third assist, Doherty.
Hey, if you see my dad, tell him I'm looking for him.
He's up there.
No.
You went to go get tickets for
Something down there.
Yeah.
Number 24, Mason Self. Number 44, George Creek, back into the lineup for the Blackhawks.
That was something that happened.
That was the one thing people were trying to say.
I go on. I mean, I watch a movie one time around. People chat about it. Something horrible. I say, oh, this is one on the set. Oh, you got a good play.
An inch or two. Put him right there. He's already up. He's catching up with the league.
Close. Oh, gave you the whistle.
Personal foul on Blackford's number 32. That's Tommy Stiles.
He stepped up his game. Yeah. Oh boy. I'm gonna check to see if he's air breathing.
See, Grant Dillon, our JV coach, Cowan is where he went to high school. He has a bunch of records.
Number 30, Ernest, back into the lineup for Cowan.
How'd you get down here? You drive?
Me and my grandma came up together.
Took a long trip, didn't it?
Yep. Took us about 3 hours.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yeah, hour and a half. I'm up there.
Tara, yeah, well, she's driving a little slow.
Yeah.
3, number 4, Doherty. Bucket Doherty. Bucket 20.
Boy, they made a lot of layups.
Baker.
And that's the end of the half for the JV game. JV winning 45-7. And again, it'll be halftime. I'll announce that every once in a while during the quarters, just to let you guys know what's going on in the JV game, if there's anything crazy. But welcome you to Blackford Sports Network broadcast of tonight's Blackford basketball, starting off with the JV, then going to be immediately followed by the varsity. So stick around. The varsity game will start sometime around 7:30 this evening. So if you're just waiting on that, no problem. We'll see you at around 7:30. And for now, we're going to cut away, but the feed will stay on, and we'll just wait until the varsity game, and then we'll start our actual announcing of the game. Enjoy. Thank you for tuning in.
34 of Cowan, that's Duke Williams.
Yeah.
That used to be my biggest problem. I catch it and I just take off.
Timeout, Blackford. 30-second timeout charged to the Bruins.
Ooh, Coy's announcing. Is he announcing the whole year?
I'm trying to start a hop hopper for a band after every Friday night ball game.
Oh, really? That'd be fun.
I had a meeting with none of the parents showed up, but they talked to me on the way in. The parents want to have it. They're going to order Facebook. So I made Friday and
That'd be cool.
yeah, something to do after a ball game.
Yeah.
That's
And I
strange.
dance. So
I'm not. No, I was just kind of trying, like, putting it together. Like,
I do a lot of it. 3 nights a week.
Dang. Keep me in shape.
Well, I ran 5 miles this morning. Dad and Dave and I went out to lunch and I got back and ran 5 more. I ran hundreds of balls for Luke. When I met Luke, I'd run 5 miles on Monday, 6 on Tuesday, 7 on Wednesday, and 8 on Thursday, and 4 on Friday.
Man, that's impressive. I don't think I could do that.
I was 75. And I took kickboxing at 76 and running, and I took boot camp at 76. Then I met Luke. I just started running balls.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, and I can run.
How old are you now?
80.
Hopefully that's where I am when I'm 80.
You gotta stay active. I have never been outdanced by a young guy yet. Nobody.
Ever?
Target number 24,
On longevity
Self.
or just speed.
Uh-huh.
hey,
That was an impressive move.
Doherty.
That kid might make a good point guard. I mean, Luke's senior, he ought to be pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I can't even imagine what Luke's senior season is. If he keeps improving and keeps growing and getting bigger.
Bad foul.
Personal foul,
Like to see him get
number 12, Brayden Roberts.
Yeah.
6'3".
Which I think he will because, I mean, he just started. I mean, it seems to me like he just hit puberty like around a year ago.
Yeah, oh
Like,
yeah.
His voice has just kind of dropped, you know, he just kind of filled out a little bit. So I feel like he's just starting.
When I got him, he was 5'4" and weighed 104 pounds.
Nugget, 14,
I remember going to
Bird.
the YMCA with him. And he was in like 6th and 7th grade, and we're playing like 25-year-old guys. And he's just out there just owning it.
In the summertime, the college players at Plainfield come in on Saturday morning. They come in Saturday morning.
Personal foul, number 14, Logan Bird.
All college players.
Back on the floor for the Bruins, number 20,
He's on it.
Nate Baker.
When he was a 7th grader, I can still hear those guys yelling. Stop it. He's only a 7th grader.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Personal foul, Seth Furnace. It's his third.
A lot of people said that they look alike.
I didn't last time you talking, man. could have figured that one.
Personal foul number 14, Logan Burke.
I figured it'd probably be
Roberts at the line.
Strobel.
Shooting a pair.
Luke, Beckley, Dalton, and Mark. Dalton's obviously my one that.
While he's practicing, I'm going to come in away from him.
Not Beckley.
Number 42. Into the lineup
Who is
for
this kid?
Blackford.
I know Nicky Waters, I know that. But I've never even heard of him before.
That's Mitch's, the girl in the coach.
Yeah.
Waters. Assist Cam Elam.
You ever seen a JV game score so high?
I don't think so.
Personal foul on Cam Elam.
Third period, it's already 51-15. Our JV's kicking ass.
Yeah, that's.
Should have shot it when it first started going. I could have got the foul.
Oh, man.
Bucket. Hoover. Assist Waters.
I got the opportunity to watch Mickey play. No, I watched him play at Fort Wayne at a little league up there.
Yeah.
I thought he was starting Imperial then.
Yeah, he's not even on the roster either. Is he pretty new? Oh, he's a freshman? I didn't know he's fresh. I didn't know that.
Yep. He's not on. Nope. Yep. Freshman.
When did he move here? Beginning of the school year?
You think the bleachers will be totally filled?
Huh?
You think the bleachers will be pretty much totally filled by the time the varsity game?
Well, to me,
He came with Mitch.
Who knows?
they got
So did
Personal foul, Terry Adams. His first, team's fourth.
We'll start.
I'll tell you what, the middle school programs are pretty good.
Yeah. My goal is to get them broadcast too. Eventually.
most of the people.
If I can get someone to broadcast it.
Right.
I know people that have driven like 5-6 hours just to come on.
A couple, since the night he drove to Jackson,
Really.
he was playing in Florida
Three.
all the way up to
Adams.
and he broke his ankle. So they didn't get to see everything.
I can only imagine. It was a home game when he broke his ankle. I can only imagine what it was like. Dead silent.
Oh yeah. So he was out there pounding the floor. Right out there. And the bad thing about he has Osgood Slaughter.
Personal fouls on Cam Elam, number 3.
His coach is not. He can't play. I can't play. I'm too much. And he wasn't playing.
Correction, that was on Hoover, number 31. His second.
It's a shame. He shouldn't have been out there.
Hoover's out there playing with a broken hand,
Is it broken?
With that, or is his getting better? Or
broken wrist, something.
They're not hurting.
they're not hurt?
But on the other hand,
Apparently he's
if
been
they're
playing
not
with it
hurt,
for a
he might
really
not be
long
dropped.
time.
Yeah. I mean, he might
That's our second lane.
he's gotta have another spurt.
Did they change it back? Because last year didn't they change it to as soon as they could release? As soon as they released it?
Gordon, you know, Gordon Hayward,
Yeah. Brownsburg.
when he was a sophomore, he told it, ran to tell the coach he was up to 10. He's 5'10".
Really?
In between that year, in the junior year, he grew 1 foot.
Wow.
He got to where he is.
Yeah.
6'10".
Crazy.
And hard worker.
Yeah.
That kid's got a pretty good shot too.
Yeah. He kind of reminds me. Luke reminds me of him.
Oh, he's worth that.
Yeah. In terms of work ethic.
Did he play last year?
Adams.
Almost another one.
Yep, he chucked them up last year too.
Yeah.
Whether they were good shots or
Gordon
not.
year was, hey, all they got in the gym, that recognized me, they
You ever watched the movie Long Term
found
Volley?
in the corner
No.
things.
Really?
And yet, in Pittsburgh,
Yeah, I watched the movie
Jeff
Long
Gordon,
Term Volley, and then what
they
I'm
got a
about to
road
say
name
will
out
make
signed outside the home of Jeff Gordon. Mascot. Nothing. Gordon Hayward, the best player.
Fouls on number 12 of the Blackhawks. Van Horn.
He had a pretty bad injury last season too.
Broken leg.
Yeah. That was real hard to watch.
He's not up to 100% yet. And he's getting 64 million.
Number 33, Garcia, into the lineup for
That's
the
totally okay
Blackhawks.
with that.
See, I think Luke did a nice step on the field.
Oh, easily. Try to do too much.
Personal foul, Cam Elam, number 3. 2 on Elam.
I don't see what he's dead yet.
Personal foul, number 3, Elam.
So are they? I saw all this stuff about the mascot thing. Are they still having a high school kid do the mascot?
And as soon as my co-host puts on his headset for the first time, that's the end of the third quarter. Blackford leads 58-18 over the Cowan Blackhawks. And again, just testing out the equipment here, making sure everything works. This is new equipment for us, for both of us. Obviously, I've been using it for the previous broadcast, but my co-host today, this is his first time using this new equipment. So I just wanted him to get a feel for how well it works over the last set of equipment we were using. But how's it feel, Grant?
Good. Sounds good to me.
Good. You're going to need to move that mic just a little bit closer to your mouth so that everybody can hear you, especially me.
Okay, better.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. But anyway, that's the end of the third quarter. Starting the fourth quarter, it looks like a couple new players, a couple varsity players getting some time in, 2 quarters today. Hurd and Dunica. And then we've got Tommy Stiles, Jaden Doherty, and Dane Baker. And with that, we're going to go ahead and set the headphones down once again and let you guys enjoy the game.
You know what? You can hear yourself.
Personal foul on number 12 of the Blackhawks. That's Isaac Van Horn.
Yeah, it picks up all the crowd noise, picks up everything.
Duggan was good by number 14, Bird. Foul was on Doherty. His third. Three, number 14. Personal foul. Blackford's number 10, Peyton Hurd, his second. Number 14, Bird. Personal fouls on number 30, Seth Furness. His fourth. Number 23, Bill Hardy, back into the lineup for Blackford.
Hey, where you at? Yeah, Blackford. Is that Hartford City?
Bucket number 24.
Okay.
And that was Self.
I'll be right back. You coming down? Are you staying there?
Personal foul number 10. Now that's Peyton Hurd.
Okay, yeah, all right. Let's go. I'll go with you. I'm not with you, but I'll follow. We gotta. I was looking at you.
Number 3, Elam. Number 5, Adams, back on the floor for Blackford.
How you doing? Pretty good. Have a nice drive? I stayed all night.
Were you with me when I called last night?
No. What time was it? I tried starting a sock hop, a dance there. I had a meeting last night. But wasn't up, but when I came in there, everybody got on Facebook and we tried to do it again. So, my brother got murdered last week.
Your brother? Where?
Thomasville, yes, I'm Thomasville. Did you see the news any? No. Where this woman shot her husband in the back of the head twice. Once he was covered in milk. And she went to a birthday party and she didn't report him to the top of the murder in about 3 days. I didn't know if you want to meet or not. After the fast, we passed out, went to sleep, and she went in the bed and got a gun shot. Oh, it's been a bad week. The one that didn't report her husband dead in 2 or 3 days. There it is. Laying in bed on a couch and he shot him twice in the head. 55 and he was 62 this week. Second. September of last year, I went to the wedding and they got along good, but they both alcoholics. And they just got in a fight. Oh yeah, she'll have. She'll never see daylight. Oh no, she confessed. Oh, she confessed.
He did the girls' deal.
All the way to Big Britain.
You didn't think it's a
New
real
York
fan?
Times, USA.
Plain old station because
Peter passed out.
our student section was not like
Fouls on number 24, Mason Self.
Well, there's a foot Mexican place in here because Mexican Ivy, hard to say. Pass, no, Mexico, I hear hard to say.
So do you feed off the high school's Wi-Fi in this?
Steal and 2 points, Jake Doherty.
It's just so spicy. That is good. They're Chinese places.
Foul is on number 23, Bill Hardy.
Whatever it is.
I'll tell you what, I got new contacts.
Bucket was by
My
number
doctor was like, well, your
14.
prescription
That's
hasn't
Bird.
changed much.
Not with them.
And actually went down.
Guy gets me in his house.
And it, he
I
screwed
say
up.
it. Most of the time I say it's Luke and Mom. But his dad's been working a lot.
See that?
Yeah.
That was impressive.
Luke's been running, practicing a lot.
Who were you saying got suspended? freshman? Sophomore? He's not on here.
I'm on my way.
Oh, yeah, he is. Just has a different number.
I never walked that way.
We're getting new uniforms.
We are?
Yeah.
Who's doing the Grand Canyon?
Like this year, like they're coming in?
Yeah, I think I want to say they said this is the last game for the
A day.
Doggett, number 4, Doherty.
and they're a multi.
I was wondering. I
It's
just
the same uniform for home and away.
Just the whole body. Lungs, the heart,
They just turn them inside out.
feet.
Really?
One or the other, yeah.
Just JV uniforms? Or?
No, all of them.
Oh, really?
Varsity and JV are all going to have the same uniform. No more two different uniforms with two different numbers.
The last personal, number 44, George Creek.
Been outdone by anybody, young or old, or speed or endurance. God has been
Where do
good.
you go again?
I go to the Mooses,
The where?
Moose Clubs.
Moose Club. Okay.
2 of them in senior citizens. I'm going to take that out.
Number
Sit tight, folks. There's 28.9 seconds left to go in tonight's JV game. The Bruins leading 67-37 over Cowan. 2 free throw shots are no good. Blackford with the ball. And it looks like Blackford's going to try and hold the ball and let the time run out on the clock. 16 seconds. Down to 10. And a jump ball called at 6.9 seconds. It goes Cowan's way, so this should be the last possession of the game. Clock now down to 2-1, and a three-pointer right at the end of the game brings the final score 67 for the Bruins, 40 for Cowan. And while we get prepared, we're going to put up just a little overlay for the screen. And right now, I believe we're waiting on the varsity team to come out. And while we get started, again, my name is Steve Hurd, and with me tonight, Grant Banter. How you doing, Grant?
Good. How are you, Steve?
I'm doing wonderful, ready to get this season started. It's been an exciting summer and fall and spring and just waiting to get back into this to high school boys basketball and watching what this team does now with their second year together. So now here comes Cowan. I'm just kind of curious what the Bruins or what athletic director Tony Eugen's going to do to bring out the Bruins. What kind of special welcome they're going to give them for their first home game of the season. And the crowd's starting to get rowdy. And, of course, the cheerleaders tromping out with the Bruins banners, the flags. And I believe the Bruins came out with them. Is that right?
Yeah, they're out here.
All right. So both teams are on the court. And I didn't get to see them coming out because we're sitting behind everyone who's standing up. And hopefully they don't decide to do this all game long and actually sit down for a few so that we can watch the game as well. Hard to stand up where we're at. We're about just on the right side of center court on the Cowan side because by the time I got here, the table wasn't set up and somebody took our seats. So with that, thank you for watching Blackford Sports Network. I hope you enjoyed the JV game where the Bruins won 67-40 after Cowan sent up a last-second three and made it. The Bruins looked really good on JV. What did you think, Grant?
Yeah, it was exciting to watch those guys put up a pretty big number. It's probably one of the biggest numbers I've seen in a JV game in a long time.
Yeah, that was quite spectacular for a JV game. At one point in time, I want to say they were up like 35-4 or 35-8, something to that effect. And it took Cowan a long time to get their first 2 points. So the JV team looking promising for the future of Bruin athletics when it comes to basketball. So far, not a exceptionally huge crowd for opening night. I want to say that Coach Ugan was expecting about 3,000 people. I think we're going to fall well short of that unless about another 1,000 or 1,500 flow in at the last second. Man of many words there, Grant.
Yeah, I was watching something. Sorry. I didn't even hear what you said. I got you right in my ear.
Uh-huh. Not paying attention. That's all right. I understand. I'll make sure I call you out on it every time you do it then.
Well, that's all right. Give them some entertainment.
Yeah.
Hopefully the game does that, though.
Yes, exactly. And just to let our fans know that I believe it was Straits Drywall and Paint came in here over the summer and did a fabulous job on the new color scheme of the courts here, the walls. There's a big home of the Bruins on one side at the very top of the stands, and on the side behind us it says Blackford, and then there's a big B. They've got the Bruins scratched down, and of course the logos in each corner, as well as the B in each corner, the opposite corners. And then, of course, that big Fear is a Liar, the logo that's on the Fear is a Liar T-shirts that Jordan Massey was selling, painted on the entire wall, and I believe that's going to be on the south end of the building. So Jeff Strait and his crew did a fantastic job painting this place up and getting it ready for the season, and it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it looks real good. I mean, that everything they did, I mean, it obviously probably took some time, and I'm sure it's appreciated by a lot of people because it does look good. Yeah,
it does look good. A couple other things that I noticed, they've got brand new banners here on the north wall, and they look good alongside that flat white wall over there on the north end of the court. And then I believe they've got a new advertising, I don't even know what it's called now. Kind of lost my train of thought with that one. But just a few new things here. If you're not joining us live and in person, we hope to be able to, and I'll definitely show you that big Bruin head on the wall if you haven't seen it on Facebook, probably at halftime. Halftime, I'm hoping to have a special interview with one of our sponsors. If he's able to make it, that'd be great. If not, maybe we'll catch him on the next home game that the Bruins have. After tonight, the Bruins are going to travel to Bluffton on Saturday evening, and as well as the girls have a game Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon. And I believe the girls play at home. The boys play at Bluffton this week. So kind of exciting to watch and see what happens here at Hartford City, Indiana, with the Blackford Bruins as they're out on the court getting ready to play. And Grant, you have anything to add?
I don't think so. You covered it all.
Yeah. Anything you want to talk about as far as the team?
No, I'm excited to see what they're going to have and what they can put together as a team. Like you said earlier, second year with all these guys together, and we'll see what they can produce.
Right. Now, the one thing that I do know about the Bruins this year is they don't have the height present that they did last year with J.D. Hoover down in the paint. So that's going to be one of their weaknesses this year, is just not having any height to to get those rebounds. So a couple of the older Bruins are going to have to step up, get some boxing out, and start pulling down some boards, and just so that they can get overcome that loss with J.D. Hoover moving on after he graduated this year.
Yeah, and I think, Mark White, he's not the tallest guy in the world, but Mark's a good guy that you can watch box out and do what he's supposed to do down there instead of just jumping with everybody. He's really good at fundamentally playing the game.
Right. And it looks like I see a JV player out there in Mickey Waters.
Yeah.
And now I know for a fact that young man can pull down a rebound. I had the pleasure of watching him play a little bit up in Fort Wayne in a league at I think it was called the Parkview Sports One Complex, I believe is what it was. But they have a nice facility up there, and my son played in it and was on the same team with Mickey. And Mickey is definitely a rebounder. He can get up there and pull down some rebounds with the best of them, but he's not necessarily tall. I want to say he's only maybe 6'1", 6'2".
So that's 6'3" on here, but
yeah, that'd be about right then.
Basketball rosters don't always tell the truth either.
Yeah, they're close enough for me. Everybody lies, right?
Yeah, it just doesn't tell the complete truth.
But anyway, I've definitely seen him, and I know he can pull down some rebounds. So looking forward to seeing if he steps out onto the varsity court, or if they're just going to leave him on JV and play him only if they need to on varsity.
Yeah, no, I mean, watching him in the JV game, I'd never heard of him before, obviously being new to the school this year. I was pretty impressed with what I did see of him, and with a freshman at 6'3", that gives you some hope for the next 4 years with him.
Yeah. Looking down at the roster for the Bruins, it looks like the shortest person on the team this year is going to be Brandon Apple at 5'8", and I'm looking for the rest of them. We've got 6'3", 6 foot, 6'1", and 6'2". Nobody under 6 foot except for the senior Brandon Apple. So it ought to be an interesting year. I know a lot of our one of the 6'3" players is more of an outside shooter, but he can also drive down into the lane and score an easy layup as well, and he's not afraid to fight for those 2 points down in the paint.
Yeah, and he last year I was really impressed by Brandon. He did a lot of good work and kind of came out of nowhere last year. We knew that he had a lot of talent, but he finally stepped up to the platform.
Yeah, I think people really started noticing him last year when he hit that game-winning three down here in the southeast corner of the gym. I can't remember who it was against. It was Winchester. I think it was Winchester that he hit that three down to the wire and gave Blackford the win.
Yeah, I remember the game, but I don't remember as to who they actually played. But I do remember that, and I don't think I've ever heard this gym that loud.
No. I've watched a couple of videos online, and they get really shaky when he hits that three. So a good deal for Blackford. And glad to see finally these boys having some success with last year. And now, of course, coming into this year, we hope that they continue that success moving forward.
I think my ears are too big for this thing.
Oh, yeah?
Give me a little itch.
It's something that you have to get used to.
We'll get there.
Yep.
We'll get there.
It just takes time. But these are a little bit better than the ones we had for the last 3 games of football, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're. I can actually hear you, and I can actually hear myself in what I'm saying.
Absolutely. No more guessing, right?
Right. Trying to read your lips. We don't have to do that anymore.
No, we don't. The band's even sounding really good this year as well. So the student section is fairly big. That's what we have the camera zoomed in on right now. Not necessarily zoomed in, but focused in on is the student section. So enjoy watching them rock out to the band while we get everything ready here. And I'll believe also we have a new brute, a new mascot for Blackford. I just seen him walking out now, and he's looking awful good.
Yeah. I saw quite a few things on Facebook about it, and kind of skeptical as to what they were talking about because they weren't giving too much information, but I like what I see.
Everything was talked in code, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A very good sketch. If you haven't seen it on Facebook, make sure you go check out Blackford Athletics on Facebook and watch the story about how Brute got a makeover.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting story, about a 3-4 minute read, and it's interesting that they did that and included the Brute and all these things.
Yes, exactly. I love to see it, and I believe Scott Schick, Mr. Schick from Blackford Junior High, the athletic director over there, was instrumental in getting all that done and going, and we thank Scott for all of his hard work that he puts in over at Blackford Junior High, not only as a teacher but as an athletics director over there as well.
And I think, between Mr. Hugan and Mr. Schick, they both do phenomenal jobs at both schools to keep the athletic programs running the way they should, and I haven't heard any negative comments about the athletic programs either place.
No, neither have I. Of course, I don't get out in the community as much as I used to. But
well, that comes with age, right?
Yeah. When you're walking around with a walker and a cane, it's kind of hard to get out. So,
ladies and gentlemen,
a couple things that I started doing with the girls' games is we started giving some shout-outs to some of the subscribers that we have and people who are watching the games. Do you have anybody that you know is watching tonight?
Do I have anybody that I'm watching tonight? No,
do you have anybody that you know is watching tonight?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. So looking at some of the subscribers, because obviously I get emails on the Blackford Sports Network email, blackfordsportsnetwork@gmail.com. I noticed that Danielle Dickey, and I'm assuming that that's because Clint Dickey, as he texted me earlier today, told me that he didn't know how to do that YouTube thing. So I somewhat talked him through it, but I'm guessing that his wife Danielle helped him out in that department. And if you're watching, or Danielle, or any one of the Dickey in the family, thank you for watching. We appreciate it, and hope you enjoy. So right now what I'd like to do is get into a couple of our sponsors this evening, and just go from there, and hopefully that can kill just a little bit of time before we get into the game. There's 5:28, oh man, that jumped on me. 5:15 left on the clock in the gym, so just a few more minutes and we're going to get started here. But Foundation Building Material is your building materials distributor for all your building material needs. From drywall, steel studs to Armstrong ceiling tile and insulation, Foundation Building Material is founded on purpose and founded on principle and built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell today at 260-472-2181. Are you suffering from neck, back, or joint pain? Clear Choice Chiropractic can help. From neck pain, migraines, stress, or a colicky baby, Clear Choice Chiropractic has the tools necessary to help you live pain-free. Call Dr. Malia Robertson at 765-329-5044 and schedule an appointment. Don't live another day in pain. Call now. You can also visit Dr. Robertson out at her office, which is on Walnut, and I believe it's Pennsylvania. She sits off the road. It's where the old Double Shamrock used to be, and they have converted that place into a beautiful chiropractic office. And I've definitely been there, and she helped me a lot before my back surgery. So I appreciate Dr. Robertson for everything she's done for me. And we're going to be quiet here. We probably won't stand, so if you hear people saying how we don't stand for the anthem, it's not because we're not patriotic. It's because... Oh, nope, they're doing the school fight song. So when the anthem does show, it's not that we're not patriotic. It's that we would literally have to scoot down and try to get this table out from around us just for us to be able to stand. It's very cramped in here, so we won't stand for the national anthem, but we will be quiet and we will pay our respects to America and show our patriotism that way.
Yeah, I tried to stand up for the school song when they played it, and I realized that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Maybe if I lost about 100 pounds.
Yeah, even then, I was here for the girls' games with Ian Reed, and he's not a very small, he's not a very big guy, and he struggled. So right now, the Bruin fight song's going. Everybody in the arena is up. And a good job by the Bruin band, and directed by Miss Alvarado. I cannot remember Bethany Alvarado.
We had that discussion in football.
We did, didn't we? But now for another sponsor. Are you looking for custom shirts for your organization, sports team, or just a fun shirt for vacation? Get a hold of Jordan Massey today on Facebook at Clothing is a Canvas. Contact Jordan with all of your special shirt designs and printing. His creations are amazing, and he even does special projects. Contact Jordan now on Facebook at Clothing is a Canvas. Are you looking for a used car at an affordable price?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask
Call
that
Dave's
you
Car
please
Corner.
stand and remove your hats as the junior ROTC.
They are they sell the
colors.
nicest used cars on the market, and you just can't beat the friendly service that
Senior McKenna Barnes,
Dave Montgomery
Senior Haley
provides
Norris,
with his cars. I just
sophomore
recently
Lucas
bought a
Gore, and
2013
junior
Jeep
Josh
Wrangler,
Jennings,
and
ladies
I
gentlemen.
absolutely love
The
it
colors.
and got a very good deal.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem played by the Bruin Pep Band under the direction of Bethany Alvarado. Ladies and gentlemen, we please ask that you remain standing until the colors leave the floor. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, could we have your attention at center court for this evening's starting lineups? First for the visiting Blackhawks of Cowan High School. At a forward position, a 6'2" junior, number 4, Noah Collins. At the other forward, number 5, a senior, 6'3" Noah Harrington. At one guard slot, a 5'10" sophomore, number 24, it's Jacob Thomas. At another guard, a 6'0" junior, number 10, it's Tyler Miller. And at the third guard slot, a 5'10" senior.
And if
number
you're
12,
watching from
it's
home
Declan
and
Gill.
you're
Coach
having
of the
any issues, feel
Blackhawks,
free
Mr.
to
Lee
text me if you know my
Ingalls.
number,
And now,
or
ladies
shoot
and
me an
gentlemen, the
email
starting
through
lineup
Blackford Sports
for
Network
your
at gmail.com. I'll try to
Bruins.
help everyone out the best that I can.
At one forward, a 6'1" senior, number 21, Mark White. At the other forward, a junior, 6'3", number 5, it's Brandon Strobel.
Starters tonight, Brandon Strobel.
At the center position, a 6'2" senior,
Mark
number
White.
34, Nate Brown.
Nate Brown.
At one guard position, number 12, 6' senior,
Andrew Beckley.
Andrew Beckley. And at the
got
other guard,
Luke
a
Brown.
sophomore, number 25, a 6'1" Luke Brown. Coach of the Blackford Bruins.
I did
in
not
his
get
second
any of
year,
the
Mr.
starters
Jerry
for
Hoover.
Cowan. And, oh, yeah, there they are. Looks like number 4 is Noah Collins. Number 5, Noah Harrington. Number 10, Tyler Miller. Number 12, Declan Gill. And number 24, Jacob Thomas. And we are about to get underway here. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. And that is not the JV game. I apologize. I will take that off. And we'll put that back. Welcome everybody again. Nate Brown's going to be the one with the tip-off. And that was a wild tip-off, but Blackford gets possession to start the game off, and Luke Brown. And we've got a foul early on in the game. Number 4, Noah Collins picking up his first foul of the game. And I apologize for not getting that. Trying to keep a bit of a score here with the foul count as we get the game underway. Luke Brown out at the top of the key, going back to his usual spot in the corner, gives a little fake, drives in and gets hands all over him, but no call. And Mark White with the save with the fast break there, gets his hands up. I swear he had to have been every bit of 3.5, 4 feet in the air.
Yeah, it's a good play by Mark there, getting back on defense, knowing his situation, and getting the ball out of bounds. Good defense back on this side of the court.
And glad to hear everybody's got their sound on for the game. Score still 0-0 here. A 3, no good. Rebound, Luke Brown. And it looks like we're going to have a foul. Another one against Cowan. No?
Yeah, it's too early. It's foul on number 4, I do believe.
Yeah, they didn't come over and point it out. And they didn't make any announcements or any changes to the scoreboard. Luke Brown handed it off to Andrew Beckley. Andrew Beckley gets the ball stolen from him. And Brandon Strobel's right down there, keeps them from scoring, and this is going to be Blackford ball going the other way. A good job by Blackford keeping Cowan from scoring on that easy play there. Strobel for three, no good off the front of the rim. Rebound, Cowan. And Mark White's going to get called for that one.
Personal foul on Blackford's number 21, Mark White, his first, team's first.
Mark White putting his hands in there just a little bit too touchy and gets the call for the foul. Sometimes it's better just to let the ball go and let them try to score. But Cowan gives the ball up, and they've got somebody absolutely face guarding. And now the referee says something. And Strobel kicks it all the way to the other end of the court to Andrew Beckley, who gives it right back to Luke Brown. And now we've got a foul on number 12, Declan Gill.
Personal foul was on number 12, Declan Gill.
That's their second foul of the team's second foul of the game. And Beckley gets one in, I'm sorry, Strobel gets one in. It looked like he was wanting the three, and he's going to score two on an easy layup. And the Bruins now on the board. A shot by Gill is no good, but I think we're going to have a foul on Andrew Beckley, and Gill's going to go shoot two.
Personal foul number 12 on Blackford. That's Andrew Beckley.
It did go against Beckley, and definitely a good call by the referees. The officials, I'm not sure who they are this evening. I've seen, I think all three of them I've seen here at Blackford before, but
Yeah, I know I've seen two of these guys. The guy on the far side of the court from us. I don't know that I've seen him before.
yeah, he may be new. My eyesight may not be as good as it used to be. And Cowan's on the board with one. And Brown moving the ball over around the court. Now they've got two on Brown. And the Bruins struggling with, who was Mark White throwing that one to? Mark White just threw one about 10 feet over everybody's head. There wasn't anybody anywhere near it, and the Bruins have a turnover. My co-host needs to learn microphone discipline here.
Not used to these ones. Those other ones probably wouldn't have picked that up.
Oh, yeah, they would have. All right, Blackford ball, not on the baseball line, but in the corner of this court, near side of the court. And Luke Brown gets a move on Cowan. And he's up for three, and that one's not going to be any good. Rebound, Cowan. Nope, going to get it. Nate Brown gets it. Spins around. White to Strobel for two. Strobel now has 4 points in the game. And that's one thing that Blackford's going to get. I don't think these teams understand if you're going to double team Luke Brown. And Luke Brown with the fadeaway jumper knocks it down and gets the foul and is going to try for the three-point play. The referee bucket is good. Fouls on number 10, Miller. That's Miller's first and the team's third. And Luke Brown, who doesn't miss many, is shooting for one. It's up and it's good. And Brown with the steal. He's taking it all by himself. Gets the foul and the bucket again. What? No bucket. No, they're calling the foul on Luke Brown. Is that what I'm gathering?
That's
Yes, they did
what I'm
call the
thinking.
foul on Luke Brown. Not sure. The fans definitely not happy with that call. And I'm not real sure. And Strobel with the Beckley with the tip and Strobel with the ball. And that's going to be 2 more for the Bruins. And Cowan's going to call a timeout. The score 9-1. It's 4:28 left in the first period. And the Bruins with a nice lead and giving everything they've got to Cowan.
Yeah, fun to watch these guys out and playing. Looks like they're going to run the court a lot this year, pretty quick up and down the court. And
a lot of fun.
It's interesting, Cowan's not doing the best at keeping up, and I don't think that they expect them to run at some points. And they're trying to stay in front of Luke as much as they can. But when you try and stay in front of Luke, you got 4 other options to go to, and Luke's good at finding those guys.
Yes, that's absolutely true. They've got Noah Collins, who is all up in Luke's face through every step of the game so far. And it looks like it's going to be Cowan's ball, and Blackford's going to come out with the press. Blackford not playing around here today. Wants to show Cowan and the rest of the world that they're coming here to win, and they're headed for a state championship, and that's the only goal that they've got this season. A 3 is good.
3-pointer number 12. That was Gill.
A 3 for Gill. That's his first points of the game. Luke over in the corner. And we've got another foul on number 4, Noah Collins. That's going to be his second foul of the game.
Collins,
if he keeps this up, he's not going to stick around very long.
No, and it doesn't look like he thought that was a foul, but as of last year, any hands-on sort of thing is a foul now. And
Luke to Strobel for 3, just misses it. Rebound goes to Cowan. Cowan's going to throw it up, and Luke Brown gets a fingertip on it, and it goes out of bounds.
On the floor for Cowan, number 21, Simon Underwood.
And Simon Underwood looks to be the next Luke Brown defender as Noah Collins comes off the court. Layup's no good. Rebound, Dalton Willman. He throws it up to Luke Brown. Brown slows it down. And Luke gets a carry called on him. Yeah.
Well, it's everybody's first game, so.
Yep, absolutely. There's going to be maybe a learning curve, and that ball almost goes out of bounds, but saved by a 3, and that's good.
3-pointer, number 21, Underwood.
And that's by Underwood, his first points of the game. Strobel drives down, and we're going to get another push. Now that's number 21, Underwood. He's going to pick up his first foul.
Number 21 of the Blackhawks, that's Simon Underwood, his first.
And the Blackhawks have 5 fouls to the Bruins 2 to start the game off early on here. 3:19 to go in the first period. Brown with the ball. Fakes up for 3, just a little bit off. And rebound over the back by Underwood. He was hanging on, and now the referee's going to have a talk with both of them, Mark White and Underwood. And they shake hands and part their own ways, but it is going to be a foul. That's Underwood's second foul of the game now.
Underwood, his second.
And Strobel for 3, no good, and that's going to be an over the back by Dalton Willman.
Foul was on number 15. Correction, number 14. Dalton Willman.
That's going to be Dalton Willman's first foul of the game. And I do have him on the roster here. Oh, I
came
missed
in
it.
for a travel on number 21. That's going to be Simon Underwood. And, Inbound to Luke.
I don't look for Underwood to stick around much longer in the game with 2 fouls unless they're just going to let him pick up his third before they pull him out. Oh, no, they've got someone different on Luke now. Number 24, Jacob Thomas. And Strobel picks it over to Beckley. Beckley fakes, drives in, an easy 2, just a little off. And Underwood picks up that rebound. Oh, and
Steal by Beckley.
Beckley steals it, takes it up for the easy layup.
Number 12, Beckley on the steal and two-pointer.
3.
No good. Rebound by Strobel.
Brown with the ball out. Pass into White. Pass out to Beckley.
Oh, Beckley had the perfect opportunity for a 3, but holds on to it. Now another steal by Cowan. Oh, boy, some physical ball going on here today. Luke fakes out. What a pass by Luke to Dalton Willman for 2. Fakes to the left, drops it down for a bounce pass to the right. Underwood tries to quiet the crowd with a 3, but misses.
Strobel driving, takes it up, off the back of the rim.
A very physical game going on here at Blackford with Cowan and the Bruins. And now Cowan just kind of moving the ball around the court. Mark White playing a good, solid man defense. A 3, no good. Rebound is Dalton Willman. Brown for 3, just off the front end of the rim, but rebound goes to Mark White. White fakes the pass in. Dalton Willman shoots it up off the glass, no good.
You know, Dalton didn't know that guy was behind him, and that guy made a good defensive play there.
Yeah.
There's 48 seconds.
48 to go. Cowan kind of slowing the offense down on their side. Oh, a fake by number 20. But he wasn't able to convert it. And now number 5, that's Noah Harrington. But that Bo Brown had one heck of a fake. But just couldn't convert on the easy layup. They always used to say the hardest layup is the one that's all by yourself.
I've missed plenty of those in my day.
Yeah, we all have, haven't we? Oh, yes. Mark White for 2. A pass from Luke Brown. And, boy, the Cowan Blackhawks are just moving the ball. I can't even keep up.
By the time you try and write down who scored and
somebody else. And, again, White for 2. Nope. They're going to get the foul on the floor, and that's going to be Underwood. Underwood's going to pick up his 3rd foul, and I believe that was number 12 who shot the 3, Declan Gill. And that was Dalton Willman for 2.
His 3rd.
And I've got the score at 15-9. So does the scoreboard here at Blackford. Mark White's shot is up, and it's good.
Number 34, Brown on the floor for Blackford. Into the lineup for Cowan is number 10.
Nate Brown coming back in the game. Beckley's going to take a seat for a few. 10.3 left on the clock. White's 2nd shot is up, and that one's going to be good as well. A 3, well, that one's in and out, a ringer, and Willman's going to throw one up. Not even close. That's going to do it for the first quarter here at the Blackford Bruins. The score 17-9. And I'm going to read a few ads here. Make sure you check out our sponsors. Tell them that you appreciate everything that they've done. Without their help, we won't have a future here, and this will fizzle out rather quickly. Foundation Building Material is your building material supplier for all your building material needs. From drywall, steel studs to Armstrong ceiling tile and insulation, Foundation Building Material is founded on principle and built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell today at 260-472-2181. Are you suffering from neck, back, or joint pain? Clear Choice Chiropractic can help. From neck pain, migraine, stress, or a colicky baby, Clear Choice Chiropractic has the tools necessary to help you live pain-free. Call Dr. Malia Robertson today at 765-329-5044 and schedule an appointment. Don't live another day in pain. Are you looking for custom shirts for your organization, sports team, or just a fun shirt for vacation? Get a hold of Jordan Massey today on Facebook at Clothing is a Canvas. Contact Jordan with all of your special shirt designs and printing. His creations are just absolutely amazing and he even does special projects. Contact him now on Facebook at Clothing is a Canvas. Also, don't forget to contact Dave Montgomery at Dave's Car Corner for all your used car needs. He's located at the corner of Walnut and Kentucky here in Hartford City, Indiana. We're back here with the second quarter. Cowan get the ball with the arrow pointing their direction. And Nate Brown gets a finger up, and number 5, Noah Harrington, throws it out of bounds. Why are they calling a jump ball? Did I miss something?
No idea. Nobody grabbed it. Not too sure.
That didn't make any sense to me.
Maybe he thought both of them hit it out together. I don't know.
Yeah, might have. Jacob Thomas now and Strobel for 3, and this is ooh! Boy, I thought for sure that one was going to be good. But it rings in and out. And now Cowan with the ball, a fake, starts to drive in, has to pick it up, and now Mark White with the rebound. Luke driving up to Strobel. Strobel's going to drive in for an easy layup. And a
Strobel, assist Brown.
3.
A 3, no good. Rebounded by Nate Brown. Luke, a pass over to Strobel. Strobel for 3, and that one's good.
Good find there by Luke. They again, 2 of those guys concentrating on Luke, and Luke Strobel open in the corner.
I don't know that Luke has any points right now, does he? Yeah, he does.
He's got 2. He's got 2, and that one got called for
some layups. And he's going to shoot the layup. Oh, they're calling no on the ground, man. No shot. Number 5, a blocking foul.
I think Luke's got 3 points so far.
Into the lineup.
Because he got called for a foul on that first one.
3 points. All right, you're probably.
For the Blackhawks.
We'll have to add it up later because this is just an absolutely crazy game, and Luke's going to pick up another point.
Right now, Strobel's outscoring the whole team.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at earlier, but, man, this is just insane. Hard to keep up with the game. The Bruins are just playing an aggressive game.
And then, Cowan's pretty quick to get back down the court. So.
And that one's going to be called on Nate Brown. Nope.
There's a foul.
That's on Brandon Strobel.
His first.
Brandon's not usually one of those kids that goes out and picks up a bunch of fouls in a game.
Team foul on the Bruins.
But happy to see him pick one up whenever he does.
Really the whole team, between this year and last year, they're pretty disciplined on their fouls.
And I believe that's going to be a foul on Mark White. 34. Nope, Nate Brown picking up his first foul.
His first.
And it looks like the Bruins are in bonus now. And that one's ringing in and out. Second shot is up and it's good. Strobel driving in, and that one's going to go in for 2. Strobel leading the team now with points.
13 points.
And I apologize. I am having a struggling time keeping up here. I may stop keeping score for Blackford and just keep score for – and if you'll keep score for Blackford, I'll keep score for Cowan.
Okay.
And we can –
that'll work.
Do it all together. That way we can both watch the game and keep score. And the Bruins not letting Cowan get the ball inbounded. Had 2, Mark White and Nate Brown, that were tipping the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, good job by Mark to come on that backside of him and help Nate out there.
Yes. And the Bruins playing a tight man defense here.
Ooh.
Getting the ball down to, who is that, number 5? Noah Harrington. He kicked it back out, and Luke Brown's getting a little bit of double team. Kicks it over to Strobel. Strobel for 3, and that's good. And here I am struggling to get it back as I was trying to just put the score on the counter for you up here. But Cowan able to get the ball quickly to the other side. 5:38 left in the second period. And Cowan methodically moving the ball around the outside of the arc.
Good ball movement.
Good ball movement. Oh.
Foul on Nate Brown.
Yep, that's going to be his second foul.
Nugget was good by Brown, number 20.
And that's going to be the Bruins' 6th team foul.
That was on number 34, Nate Brown.
2 shots going up for Bo Brown, and he just 1 shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, and 1.
Yep, the and 1 is good. Now we're going to have a timeout for Cowan. And with that, I think did I get through all the ad reads? I did get through all of them, didn't I?
I think you had that last one still.
So here in Hartford City, Blackford is just, what a game we've got going on here. Back and forth. The score doesn't really show the intensity that either one of these teams are playing with. Cowan definitely giving Blackford a struggle here, and you can definitely tell that they're trying to give Luke Brown everything they have.
Yeah, and Cowan's actually, they're doing a pretty good job. When Blackford makes a pretty big shot, they come back down the floor and make shots. I mean, the score doesn't resemble that, but
yeah, they're just not able to land the shots, but they are definitely putting the shots up, that's for sure.
Yeah. Again, Strobel's already got 16 points, and nobody else has more than 6.
And I know, let's see here, 6, 9. I've only got 9 points, and for some reason, that kid just put up 3, didn't he?
Yeah.
Bo Brown just put up a 2 and an and 1. And Luke's going to get fouled by number 1, Max Nietraber. It says Netrauer on our paper here, but Luke's going to go to the line shooting 1 and 1 as the Bruins are still in single bonus here, and Brown eventually the first one.
Need more free throw slots for Luke at the rate this is going.
I'm kind of wondering if he's going to miss. He hasn't missed a free throw yet this year. Second one up and good.
5 for 5.
And the Bruins back to a full court press, trying to put the trap in on Cowan. Cowan's standing pretty much still, not really moving the ball, and now finally get it across the half-court line, and Bo Brown's going to ring it in and out. That's the kind of baskets that you can't let go by. They have to hit those.
No, and that was in and out. I thought that was going in. Luke Brown for 2.
And we just got a visit from Brute. Patted me on the head and gave me a high five. Always a pleasure to see Brute hanging out. A 3 in and out, no good. Rebound, Dalton Willman. Luke Brown racing towards the other end, stops. A little behind the back, takes it in for the drive, and he misses, and they're going to have another foul. Number 1 or 20? Number 20. Number 20, that's Bo Brown. That's his first foul of the game. And Luke Brown back to the free throw line. Just hits his first one. And now the Bruins in double bonus.
Last year it seemed like a lot of Luke's points came from free throws, and obviously we can see why.
Second one's up and good.
7 for 7.
Cowan just really struggling at getting a good clean shot, and that's a nice looking three.
Gill.
Uh-oh.
Looks like Blackford going to slow it down here for a second and set something up.
Who was that? That was number 12, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's his third three of the game. And Luke Brown for three, just no good. He has yet to hit a three-pointer tonight, and he's asking for it again. Wants another chance. Nope, drives in, up against the glass for two.
Brown.
Way to make a play there.
The Bruins look like they're playing a man defense. Mark White with his hands straight up in the air, no good.
Good defense by Mark right there. Had his hands up and didn't really give that kid anywhere to go.
And Beckley from the corner, no good. Gives it up to Mark White. White's little layup, no good as well. Rolls off the backside of the rim. And we're going to have a foul on Andrew Beckley. And that's going to put Cowan just now in bonus territory.
First fouls on number 12.
I think I had him marked earlier in the game,
Beckley,
but
his
they
second.
just now picked up their seventh
Into
foul.
the lineup, Hoover,
Or we
number
just
31.
picked up our seventh foul. And now Blackford's going to call a full timeout. Coach Hoover going to talk to the boys just a
Timeout
little
charge
bit.
to Blackford.
Now,
It's a full timeout
I don't know
charge
about
to the
you,
Bruins.
but I'm looking at this, the stats that I have here, and Cowan's got some foul trouble going on here. Their starter, Underwood's got 3 fouls. Noah Collins, another starter, with 2 fouls. And Declan Gill, actually with 9 points, all threes. And then Bo Brown has a field goal for 2, and Simon Underwood with a 3.
Blackford, nobody in too big of foul trouble right now with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. You got Nate Brown with 2 fouls and Beckley with 2 fouls. So, player to watch so far looks like Strobel. He's got 16 points and 1 foul.
16 points already.
16 points, and I think most of those came from the first quarter.
Yeah, he does seem to be a little bit slower here coming out in the second quarter. There's 3:11 left in the period, and Cowan's going to be still shooting 2. That's number 24, Jacob Thomas, another starter.
And again, it doesn't seem like Luke's scoring that much, but with his
And his first shot is good.
7 free throws that he's made, and he's got 3 2-pointers. But like you said earlier, it's weird that he still hasn't hit a 3 yet, and he's taken 4 or 5 that I know.
He's definitely taken the shots, but has yet to land one. And I have a feeling that when he does, this crowd is just going to absolutely erupt. That's one thing that they like to see out of Luke. They like to see him pop those threes, but it maybe got to get a little bit of confidence as Beckley gets the feed from Luke and puts up an easy 2.
I wish they had assist in this column right here, but they don't.
I would say Luke's probably got about 10 by now.
Yeah, I know on a lot of Strobel's points, they were assists from Luke. So 3 up.
That's
good.
number 1 for a 3. That's Max Netrauer.
3-pointer. Netrauer.
And Luke for 2, and it's in.
Second Brown.
A nice defensive play by Underwood, but Luke just a little bit better in that category. And that was number 12, Gill. Oh. I kind of missed whatever that happened there.
It was a little overshot layup.
Personal foul number 31. Hoover. His first.
And it looks like Hurd's about to come into the game, and he's coming in for Luke. Luke's going to take a seat. All the games Luke played last year, never saw him sit until he
Number
got
10,
injured.
Hurt into the lineup
And he
for
looks pretty winded. So
He definitely looks a little winded, and Cowan's got to be breathing a sigh of relief now that he's not in the game.
I'm sure, again, first game, got to get back in shape. Practice can only do so much.
Got to get back in basketball shape, huh?
And that's one sport that, I played up until high school and I followed and everything, but I'm kind of glad because I don't like running in it.
I love the sport of basketball, always have. Basketball was always my sport.
And that was a good look by Beckley.
That was definitely a nice pass. And a layup by
Strobel.
And daggone it, Strobel's. Yeah, I can't keep up here.
Yeah. Strobel got the ball, drove in, saw the lane, and
three is no good. Rebound by Hurd. Hands it off to Strobel. Strobel's going to slowly move it up the court.
Screened by Willman, pass to Beckley.
Yeah, travel by Beckley. I thought he did, but I thought maybe. And Brown's finished his rest, and Hurd's coming out. Brown's coming back in.
I think Luke gets to make that decision when he comes out and when he goes in, because I know they don't like taking him out, and it doesn't look like anybody told him to get up and go in the game.
Shot's no good. Rebound by Willman. Luke Brown again with the ball. A nice fake. Drives it in. Gives it up to Hoover. And Hoover overshoots the layup again. They're giving Hoover the foul?
No, I think that was on Beckley.
Nope. They're giving I bet you they're giving lane violation. That's what they're giving. That had to be on Beckley because Beckley was just sitting there for a while.
They gave him
Foul was on number 12, Andrew Beckley up. Blackford.
That was his third.
Number 21, White into the lineup.
Beckley's third
Number
foul.
22, Rich Dunica on the floor for Blackford.
Ridge Dunica coming in, seeing some varsity playing time. And I thought there was one more that was. Who else came in?
Mark White came back in.
Oh, Mark White came back in, and now Hoover's going back into the game for Andrew Beckley.
As I thought they were going to keep Beckley in the game with 3 fouls, and I was about to say he's going to have to be really careful.
Yeah, he's going to have to be really careful with 3 fouls. The shot is up and good for Cowan, number 24, Jacob Thomas. That's his third free throw shot of third free throw point he's made tonight. And that one's going to be just as good. He's 4 for 4. Under a minute left to play here in Hartford City. Luke Brown juking and jiving. Pops for a little short jumper. No good. Rebound by Steffen, and Steffen overshoots it again. Mark White with the rebound. And I think White's going to get fouled by number 5, Noah Harrington. That's going to be his second foul. Let's see what the ref says here. No, well, my goodness. I didn't think. Was anybody else around there?
I didn't see anybody too close, but, he could have been on the backside of him there.
Yeah, I guess so. That's his second foul then. White misses his first free throw. 41-9 on the clock. Strobel and Brown hanging out back here on the other end of the court, and that one's good for 1.
3 for 4 for Mark on the night at the free throw line. Cowan, they're giving 5-6 passes at every possession, it seems like, to find the open shot. And,
who was that? Was that the movie Hoosiers that said at least 3 passes before you try to make a shot? And that ringer was no good by Thomas. Luke Brown passes one. Oh, man. There you go, Hoover. Hoover finally gets 2. What do we got?
Double dribble.
Double dribble by Cowan. And Hoover picks up his first 2 points of the game. And Ridge Dunica wisely was a little off balance and goes ahead and throws it. And, I think we've got a foul. I'm pretty sure we do have a foul, and it's on number 20, and that's going to be his third foul. And that's going to be with a 3-point play here.
Fouls on number 20,
It is.
Bo Brown.
Bo Brown picks up his third foul as time expires on the clock, and Luke Brown's going to shoot 3, I believe. The first one's up, and it's good.
And like I said, I'm going to need more free throw slots for Luke.
Just start putting them there in that empty space.
Yep.
The second one's up, and it is good. Luke Brown shooting 100% from the free throw. And that one's going to do it as time is expired. The score 49-27. The Bruins lead the Cowan Blackhawks. And with that, we're going to have just a few of our sponsors. We're going to go through a couple of those. And then hopefully my special interview is going to be here soon. I haven't seen him yet. But Foundation Building Material is your building materials supplier for all your building material needs. From drywall, steel studs to Armstrong ceiling tile and insulation, Foundation Building Material is founded on principle and built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell today at 260-472-2181. Are you suffering from neck, back, or joint pain? Clear Choice Chiropractic can help. From neck pain, migraine, stress, or a colicky baby, Clear Choice Chiropractic has the tools necessary to help you live pain-free. Call Dr. Malia Robertson today at 765-329-5044 and schedule an appointment. Don't live another day in pain. Are you looking for custom shirts for your organization, sports team, or just a fun shirt for vacation? Get a hold of Jordan Massey today on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas. Contact Jordan with all of your special shirt designs and printing. His creations are amazing, and he even does special projects. Contact Jordan now on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas. Are you looking for a used car at an affordable price? Call Dave's Car Corner. They have the nicest used cars on the market, and you just can't beat the friendly service that you get from Dave Montgomery. Call him today at 348-5770. Just stop in his lot located at the corner of Walnut and Kentucky. And with that, we're going to go ahead and turn the mics off. And I'm going to wait for my special guest, and hopefully he gets here and is able to talk a little bit about his business that he's trying to get going here in Blackford County. welcome back. My co-host Grant had to go away for a few minutes. That's why we're a little bit late getting back. But, Grant, you said you had some things that you were going to talk about.
Yeah, just some stats from the first half. Brandon Strobel, 18 points. Luke Brown, 18 points.
Now, wait a second. I know that Strobel's been hitting field goals and threes, and you're going to tell me him and Luke Brown have the same score so far?
Yeah, and Strobel doesn't have any free throws. 12 of Luke's points have came from free throws.
12 points off of free throws. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's 12 for 12. Well, sorry, 10 for 10, and then he's got 8 points.
Thank you for your support of Bruin Athletics.
That's some pretty interesting stats. And the Bruin fans wanted a push off, but the referees, and I'd have to agree with them, it didn't look like a push off to me. But
a good fight from Luke there to.
And now we've got Luke. That was, and Dalton Willman for 3, no good. Rebound, all the way to the other side. Ooh, Willman's going to foul hard. And that's number 4, Noah Collins, and he's going to be down on the ground. He looked like he hurt his wrist. And we're going to pull away from that. And we're going to wait just to see what happens. The trainer headed over there. But you were saying keep going with the stats if you would.
Again, Strobel 18, Luke 18, Andrew Beckley 4, Dalton Willman 2, Mark White 2, and Stephen Hoover 2.
And what's the foul situation like? Anybody in any kind of foul trouble?
Andrew Beckley, he's got 3. Looks like right there they're going to call a flagrant on Willman.
A flagrant foul on Willman, and I would have to agree on that one. He fouled just a little bit too hard on that.
Foul number 14, Dalton Willman, his second.
And you said with fouls again?
Beckley 3, Strobel 1, White 1, Brown 1, and Nathan Brown 2.
So only one player with more than 2 fouls, so that's not too bad for the Bruins. But on the side of the Cowan Blackhawks, a completely different story here. Declan Gill has 9 points, only 1 foul. Bo Brown has 3 points with 3 fouls. Simon Underwood with 3 points and 3 fouls. And Jacob Thomas with, no, he wouldn't be leading, 2, 4, 6 points and no fouls. A couple other players with foul. Netrauer with fouls. Netrauer with 1. Collins with 2. Harrington with 1. Miller with 1. Gill with 1. And again, Bo Brown with 3 and Simon Underwood with 3. And has he shot his free throws yet?
An injured player just left the floor.
They just left the floor, so they're putting in somebody else to shoot his free throws then?
I do believe it's this number 10 right here.
That's going to be Tyler Miller. Shooting 2, gets the first one, no problem. Second shot up. And it bounces around for a second, but it's still good. And, of course, Cowan's going to get the ball after the intentional foul and the free throw. Operates just like a technical. An inbound. Luke Brown gets a slap on it, and he's going to drive it down. Get the pass to – what a pass to Dalton Willman. A great pass by Luke Brown, and all Dalton had to do was just keep it sweet, keep it calm, and he puts it in the bucket.
And Luke makes it for these guys one of those things, back to the basics. As long as they do the basic thing, he's going to get them the ball, and they just got to do their job.
Yeah, absolutely. And by doing their job, it's hitting those easy little layups, just as Dalton Willman did. Something that Cowan is struggling with tonight. Just hitting the 6-foot jumpers, the 10-foot jumpers. and of course shooting a lot of threes and missing tonight.
Yeah, and you can't miss your layups.
Another three, no good. And that's what I'm talking about. When you're all you're doing is shooting threes. It's if you miss, you got nothing. And usually the rest of your team, and Luke Brown drives in for an easy two. But the rest of your team is out of position to help you get the rebound. And that's Cowan has nobody under the basket right now.
No.
Drive in, get the easy points, and stop picking the ball back out to the three-point line like they're doing. They're driving in and picking it back out. And here's another three, and that one's going to be off rebound Blackford. I'm not a huge fan, and you'll hear I'm not a huge fan of the three-point line. I understand, if you have a guy like Luke Brown, obviously you're going to let him shoot him, and especially Strobel as well. Both of those guys are probably 60 to 70% from the three-point arc, and you just got to let them shoot it. But if you're under 20%, then you've got to start driving in and shooting the easy basket. And Luke tries another three, and it's off the rim, no good.
And Luke's one of those guys that, a lot of fans don't like to see him missing, because if he's missing, he's going to keep shooting, because once he hits, he's going to keep hitting.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Once he finds his range, he's going to be all right, but it may take him a few chances, as he's had plenty of chances tonight to hit those threes.
The other good thing about Luke, too, is he's not scared to drive the ball in. And,
no, he's not.
Make points.
No, he's not. And he's not afraid to give it up to somebody else who's able to shoot those threes, like Brandon Strobel with another three. How many is that for him? And Strobel gets the steal, tosses it over to Luke. Luke tosses it back over to Strobel. Strobel's going to drive in. A little jumper, no good. Now, I'm guessing somebody got a piece of that one because it was nowhere near the rim. Number 21, Underwood for three.
Good shot.
And I believe we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout,
Cowan.
30-second timeout charge to the Blackhawks.
Looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout.
Blackford came back out, without Beckley in the lineup. Obviously, they have him out for foul trouble with Willman in the lineup, and they still are looking to continue to do the same thing no matter what their lineup is, and I like that.
Yep, absolutely.
With the offense they're running up and down the court the way they are, I'm sure it's tiring for those guys.
With the team that Blackford has on the court, it's almost like they can just put anybody in there. Obviously, you're not going to replace a Luke Brown, but for the rest of the guys, you can just about put anybody in there, and they're going to be able to give those starters a rest.
Yeah, and that's they've played at least 8 or 9 players tonight, and that's good to see that they have the people that can do that.
Absolutely. Brown brings it across the half-court line, sticks it out, drives it in, holds on to it for a bucket. Cowan had like 3 or 4 hands on that one, and Brown just keeps on driving it through, holds on to it, and puts it in. Cowan, again, constantly putting the ball back out to the three-point arc and missing. And if you're a Bruin or a Bruin fan, you just love seeing a team that's going to do that, because it's not helping them out, but it sure is helping us out. Oh, and a pass. And I don't think Nate Brown was ready for that one.
No, that was a good pass. I just think that he wasn't ready for it.
No, he was.
But fair enough. I don't think I would have been ready for that either. When he's looking into the stands and throwing it down the middle of the paint,
I think it looked like he was looking for Strobel over in the corner.
Yeah,
and Strobel was ready for the pass, but Nate Brown definitely was not. And another no-look pass, and Nate Brown finally got that one.
That's Nate's first 2 points of the game. I'm trying to keep up with Luke's assist. It seems like
he's going to have a lot of them.
Yeah, and the thing that excites me about Luke is he doesn't even get excited really about scoring as much as he gets more excited about the assist.
And another 3 attempt by Cowan is no good. Luke's going to drive down, easy bucket. Easy drive, easy layup. And I think he's finally said, all right, if I can't hit the threes, I'm just going to go ahead and take them into the lane and make them guard me that way.
He's so quick that, it's got to be hard to guard him like that. Foul on Nate Brown. That's going to be his third.
Personal foul number 34, Nate Brown.
Nate Brown with third. Now Andrew Beckley is going to come in for Dalton Willman. And Noah Collins, who was out with the injured wrist earlier, looks like maybe he just jammed it. Little tape. And Drake Ramsier coming into the game for Nate Brown. Score 62-32 with 3:09 left in the third. And we're fortunate tonight here. We've got Luke Brown's trainer. I think that's how he wears his shirt. he wears a shirt usually to the games. Tonight he's just got a Cool Hand shirt on.
Yeah, it's still got his name on it. But if I was his trainer, I'd probably have his name on the back of my shirt too.
Yeah, yes,
I'd be proud of it. So.
Who was that scored that one?
I'm not too sure.
24, I think is what I heard the announcer say. So that's going to be Jacob
21,
Thomas.
21.
21.
Yep.
Simon Underwood for 2 there then. Oh. A hard foul by number 4, Collins. And that's going to be his third foul of the game.
Noah Collins, his third.
Yeah.
And if I was this kid, I don't think I'd be guarding Luke all the way out there.
I think they just want to keep in his face because they know that Luke has some range on him. And now Strobel's got the range. And now, I thought that one looked pretty. And Drake Ramsier with the rebound and the basket. And the crowd goes wild over that one.
Good rebound, good layup.
Ramsier picking up his first 2 points. A 3 by, I can't see his numbers, 12. Gill. That's his fourth 3 of the game.
He's tough from the three-point line.
And now we're going to, I thought Beckley was going to rip a 3. And Gill gets control of the ball, but he's out of bounds.
Into the lineup, number 10 for Blackford is Peyton Hurd.
Yeah, Strobel's going to take a seat. Peyton Hurd's going to come in and give him a little bit of a breather. Easy inbound pass to White. Now Luke for 3. Nope, they got a hand on it. And Ramsier gets a rebound on it, and I think we're going to have a foul on number 21, Mark White. And it looks like I've missed a 3. Yeah, I missed giving Gill that 3 on the scoreboard there. I hope you guys are enjoying. Clint, hope you're healing up well. It's a good game so far here at Blackford. Oh, Mark White's going to pick up the blocking foul.
And Mark did a good job there to make it look like that was a charge, and I think that probably could have went either way because his shoulder did go into the chest. And did a good job, though.
And it looks like Underwood was just a little... Oh, Mark White was down there trying to clean off his sweat from the court, so the official's going to go ahead and call a quick timeout and let him clean it up. Don't need anybody getting hurt here.
Mark will make a good janitor one day.
Oh, boy. All right, we're back to action here. It looked like we were going to get a steal there. A 3, no good. Oh, I thought it was. That's it's going to be Collins' 4th foul. I think they're going to call him for over the back, right?
Personal foul number 4.
Looked like he just called him for a push. So,
oh, is that right?
Yeah.
And their coach is going to bring him out and put in Max Netrauer. Netrauer doesn't really have the body style of a basketball player, more of a wrestler, so I wonder if he does any wrestling on the side. Hurd for 3. That one's a little bit off the mark. And rebound again by Ramsier.
Ramsier.
And rebound Hurd as the layup was no good. And Luke Brown's going to drive it all the way in for an easy two. I'm pretty sure he's done shooting those threes now. He's just going to go ahead and take the lane from him. Maybe open up those threes. And now so is Gill with his first field goal of the game. Brown just making it across. Gives it up to Hurd, who drops it down low for Mark White. White backs out. No good. Oh, they're going to call it over the back by Ramsier. The fans around us must be Drake Ramsier fans.
And he's doing a pretty good job using body size to his advantage.
Yes, he is.
We got 10 seconds left here.
And Beckley with the steal. It's going to go out of bounds with 4.1 in the third. Are they calling that Blackford ball?
Yes.
I think the Bruins got a little lucky with that one.
Yeah, me too.
That looked like it was out on Mark White. Luke going to drive right in. Rings in and out, no good. Boy, you could tell he wanted that one too. And with the end of the third, the Bruins up 68-39 over the Get a little
Cowan
stutter
Blackhawks.
Here. Cowan Blackhawks. And with that, we want to recognize our sponsors here at the Blackford Sports Network. Foundation Building Material. They're your building material supplier for all your building material needs. From drywall, steel studs to Armstrong ceiling, tile, and insulation, Foundation Building Material is founded on principle and built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell today at 260-472-2181. Are you suffering from neck, back, or joint pain? Clear Choice Chiropractic can help. From neck pain, migraine, stress, or a colicky baby, Clear Choice Chiropractic has the tools necessary to help you live pain-free. Call Dr. Malia Robertson today at 765-329-5044 and schedule an appointment. Or just visit her office located on the corner of Walnut and Kentucky. Or not Kentucky, that's Dave's Car Corner. Walnut in Pennsylvania. Are you looking for custom shirts for your organization, sports team, or just a fun shirt for vacation? Get a hold of Jordan Massey today on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas. Contact Jordan with all of your special shirt designs and printing. His creations are amazing, and he even does special projects like the shoes that Coach Waters wears on the court when he coaches the Blackford girls. Contact Jordan now on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas. And don't forget to see Dave Montgomery at Dave's Car Corner, located on the corner of Walnut and Kentucky for all your used car needs. Oh, what a play by Andrew Beckley. Able to get in there and get a hand. He had the free shot, and he took it right away from Gill.
You know, Beckley's speed helped him out there. He did a good job there. So.
And Brown's going to get on the fast break, and he's going to drive it in. He tries to throw one up maybe to get the foul. With the bucket, but no good. Who was that? Number 5, right?
Yes.
Harrington, that's his second.
Harrington.
And Hurd driving in.
Block.
Yeah, blocked. Held it just a little bit too long in his hands. And I think it was that Gill who blocked him?
I'm not too sure.
And we're going to have a foul on number 1. That's going to be Netrauer, and that's going to be his second foul.
Fouls on Netrauer, number 1.
Mark White going to inbound the ball to Luke. Luke stepping around, looking for the pass. Gives it up to Andrew Beckley, who fakes, drives in. A nice little short 6-footer for 2.
Good play there by Beckley to realize the lane probably wasn't his.
A 3 by Gill, off the rim, no good. Oh, we're going to definitely have a foul on number 21, Underwood. That's going to be his 4th foul.
Number 21, Underwood, his 4th.
A little over the back, and we've got Strobel going to come back in and let Hurd take a rest.
And we'll need another towel. Mark's going to play janitor again.
A nice way to give the players a break. White's still doing his janitorial duties. Yeah, I think he's got it all cleaned up now. And White's going to take a seat, and Ridge Dunica is going to come in. We've got 7:15 left in the fourth. The Bruins ahead 70-39. Brown drives in, and nice block by number 5, but Beckley gets the ball back for the Bruins, gives it down to Ramsey for 2.
Assist Beckley.
A nice pass by Beckley, giving Ramsey, what's that, his 4th or 6th point of the game?
It's his 6th.
6 points.
Ooh.
Who are we going to have that foul
It's going to be
on?
on Strobel.
Another one on Strobel. How many is that for him, 2?
2 for Strobel. You know, and those fouls are going to happen. It looked more to a hustle play, and he's just trying to get the ball.
Ooh, Cowan almost went to the other side of the half-court line, but able to save it. Gill for 3, no good. Rebound by Strobel.
Double team.
Strobel for 3, off the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound. Oh, bad pass to Ramsier, picked off by Gill. Gill puts it up to Netrauer, and we're going to have a travel. Looks like Stephen Hoover's going to come back in, give Drake Ramsier a break. He looks like he's out of breath. And the crowd giving Drake Ramsier a big round of applause. A few fans standing up for him. A show of respect for the senior.
Bo Brown back on the floor for Cowan.
A good pass. Good pass by Luke Brown down to Dunica. Oh, not sure how that one happened, but he's calling the tip, but still gives it to Cowan. I'm not real sure what happened there. A bad call. One referee says it got tipped, and the other one saying that it didn't.
That was an interesting call, but
I think maybe just a miscommunication. The referee maybe forgetting which way the ball was going. And that's going to be a foul on number 5, Brandon Strobel.
That gives him 3,
Personal foul
along with
5,
Beckley and Brown.
Strobel is 3rd.
Not smart
Nathan.
fouls by Blackford right now. You just got to let them. I mean, you're up by almost 40 points. 30.
Oh, no, I'm not good at
33 points. The first one's good. 32 points now. You just got to let them go ahead and score those and let them have them. The second one's up and good. And who was that? Number 20 that shot that?
Yeah.
I lost my handle. And number 1 picking up his 3rd foul. That's Netrauer.
I don't think he agreed with that call. Neither did the coach, but
I didn't see
that's
it.
what happens.
Luke Brown from a long-range 3, no good.
Good tip by Beckley.
Dunica tries to put up a rebound shot, but no good. Oh, Stephen Hoover's going to pick up a foul on that one. How many is that for Hoover? I think that's his 3rd, isn't it?
No, that's his first.
Is that his first? I thought he had some fouls earlier on in the game.
No, that's
Stephen
his
Hoover
first.
is
No,
2nd.
his
But,
second. I must have missed one.
That's going to send Bo Brown to the free throw for a 1-and-1, a bonus situation, as that's the Bruins' 8th foul. And number 2, Marshall Hargrave coming in for, was that Netrauer he was coming in for? Yeah, Netrauer taking a seat with his 3rd foul. And Bo Brown picks up his first free throw. That's actually his 4th free throw he's made tonight. The first of a 1-and-1 situation. Second one up, no good. Rebound goes to Cowan. Brown tries the 3, no good. Rebound by Strobel. Oh, and Harrington's going to pick up his 3rd foul.
Number 5, Harrington. His 3rd.
And that's going to send Brown to the line for a 1-and-1.
The 1 and bonus.
Brown hits his first. How many is that for him?
That's 11. 11 for 11.
11 points just off of free throws tonight for Brown. And they make it 12. Now Brown playing a little bit of a press. Lets him get by just a little bit easy.
Ooh.
Brown on Brown here. Cowan's Bo Brown. We're going to have a foul on Ridge Dunica. Using the arm.
Fouls on number 22.
One more foul by the Bruins, and that's going to send Cowan with the double bonus.
I don't like that they changed that just the littlest bit of touching them, and they call a foul. But that's how it is, and that's how it's going to be.
First shot rings in and out, no good. Rebound to Stephen Hoover. Brown for 3, and that's his first one.
3-pointer, Brown.
And just as we thought, the crowd does get a little rowdy over that one.
I thought he passed that.
Gill with the layup for 2, and it's good.
Gill.
I can't find my
Pass to
camera here.
Strobel.
Sorry about
Strobel
that.
drives, and 2.
Strobel drives for 2.
I'll tell you, Cowan is quick to get back down the court.
They're not wasting
They're
any
not
time.
taking any time.
The clock ticking down to 4 minutes in the 4th quarter. Score 79-44. The ball tipped by Brown, and it's going to go out of bounds on Cowan. And now we've got another new player in the game, Braden Roberts, coming in for Ridge Dunica.
Braden Roberts, number 33 into the lineup. Miller for Cowan.
They're saying Tyler Miller coming in for Cowan. And it looks like Dalton Wilmans might be coming back into the game as well. Brown passes over, and Braden Roberts not ready for that one. And Dalton Willman's going to come in, and Andrew Beckley's going to have a seat.
Number 14 into the lineup. That's Dalton
And we've
Willman
got a
in the
timeout, Cowan.
Charge to Cowan. It's a full timeout charge to the Blackhawks.
Sorry about the delay there. Just trying to teach Grant how to use the headset. Anytime you hear something going, that's Grant taking the headset off because he just can't handle having it over his ears. With that, the Bruins leading 79-44. There's 3:46 left on the clock. The Bruins have been in control since the beginning of the game, haven't let up a bit. And what do you got to say about it, Grant?
What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
I'm just saying, what do you got to say about the game?
Oh, it's been exciting, and exciting to see what Blackford was going to do, and knowing that they are 8 or 9 players deep that can come in and give these guys a break, give the starters a break. It's they look good.
Yeah, they are looking very good tonight. Very pleased with the performance. Oh, here we are. I didn't realize we were back to the action.
Oh, good pass.
Good pass and a better block by Braden Roberts, right?
Yeah, number 15.
Roberts with a good block.
Inbound. He junior.
And Strobel tries driving in, throwing up the layup, but
Foul
not sure.
on number 15.
Roberts going to pick up his first foul. Yep, Roberts is picking up his first foul, and now, nope.
Personal
not.
foul, number 15, Braden.
Cowan now in the double
His
bonus
first.
as Blackford has 10 fouls. Going to send number 33, Carson Miller, to the line shooting 2.
Carson Miller shooting 2.
First one's up, no good. Oh, and you can't see that. You'd probably like to see that at home. I apologize. Sometimes I just get too wrapped up in the game. And his second shot's no good. Dalton Willman with the rebound. And I believe that Miller kicked it out of bounds.
Oh, yeah. It almost looked like Dalton meant to throw it into his leg.
And number 22, Duke Williams, is going to come in for number 21, Simon Underwood. Williams, we haven't seen him since the beginning of the game.
No, and
Or no, he was the JV player. He was one of the JV players.
Oh,
That's
okay.
where I remember seeing him from. And Willman tosses one completely all the way from one side to the other. And that pass is going to be tipped. But Willman's going to keep a hold of it. Gives it up to Raiden Roberts.
Ooh.
Roberts traps it down. A nice play by Brandon Strobel. Gets the foul and the bucket. And the foul's going to be on number 22. And that's Duke Williams. That's his first. And again, Strobel picks up 2, and now he's going to try and make it a 3-point play.
I'm really impressed with Brandon tonight. He, last year it seemed like he was out around the 3-point line a lot more. This year, so far, at least this game, he's been in the paint a lot.
I've had the pleasure of watching Brandon since 7th grade.
Moving screen.
Moving screen by Cowan, but I've had the pleasure of watching him since, that's on number 33, Miller. Since 7th grade when my son started playing with him, but I've had the pleasure of knowing Brandon, a good kid, since he was 9, and just love watching him play. We played baseball together with him and my son, and then they played 7th grade basketball together, and there he is for 3.
3, Strobel.
A 3 by Strobel. Is that his first?
Strobel's first? No, it's his fourth.
Strobel's 4th 3 of the game. And Gill tries to throw one up. Uh-oh. Luke Brown on the fast break, and he gets the foul. And Luke is down. Maybe has a cramp. Looks like he's maybe cramping up. But we're going to move the camera again. We don't show injured players, just due to the fact that if it were your child out on the court, we wouldn't. You wouldn't want the whole world or all of YouTube to see him laying there in pain or agony either. So, looks like Brandon Apple may be coming in for Brown. The score 85-44, 2:24 left on the clock. And just some things that I'm looking at on Cowan's side, they got in way too much foul trouble. They have 2 players with 4 fouls, 3 players with 3 fouls, and then just 4 players with 1 fouls. But Luke Brown, how many foul shots did he have today, Grant?
12. 12 for 12.
He's 12 for 12. How many points is he total now?
12. Give me just a second.
It might take you a little bit to add up all those tick marks. But between him and Strobel, this Cowan team just didn't seem to have a chance.
Yeah, 31 points for Luke. That's if he doesn't go back in the game. And, it looks like Strobel's going to take the
foul shots.
No, take the points for the game.
How many points does Strobel have?
No, 28.
28,
Yeah,
and Luke Brown with 31. So between the two of them, 59 points.
Yeah, and then that's impressive.
Definitely impressive. Luke Brown was helped off the court. And again, Brandon Apple is going to take the free throws for Luke. Again, 2:24 left in the fourth here at Blackford High School. Strobel's first shot is up. Rings in and out, no good. And it looks like number 10, Tyler Miller, is going to come in for Gill. And his second shot is up and good, and the crowd goes a little wild over that one. A three is blocked by Mickey Waters, and rebound's going to go to Brandon Strobel as he fights off Carson Miller for that one.
And, again, that's something you didn't see a whole lot of Brandon doing last year in the paint, fighting for stuff like that.
Oh, what a shot for Willman. I think he switched hands midair as he was headed out of bounds and tosses it up for the easy bucket.
That's one of those throw it up, hope it goes in sort of thing.
Or hope for the foul.
Yeah.
That was a short three by
Hargrave.
the guard Hargrave. Willman kicking it out to Strobel on the top of the key. Strobel drives in, stops.
And it looks like they're slowing it down here a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. And guarding Bo Brown is guarding.
Oh,
he stared him down as he knocked him out of bounds too. Now both teams in double bonus, so Dalton Willman's going to go to the line for two, and Miller's going to pick up his second foul.
Personal foul number 30.
And the official having a conversation with Miller. And it looks like Miller's not necessarily happy with the conversation.
And, maybe the guy that Dalton fouled earlier, maybe they're buddies, and he thought that was the best thing to do. Who knows?
Hey, you never know what's going through somebody's mind, but Willman misses his first. Second one's up, no good, off the front of the board, or the rim. And Bo Brown tries to drive in, and I don't know who picked up the foul.
I'm not sure.
The far side official is the one who called it. Number 14, Dalton Willman. And Bo Brown going back to the line. Shooting two, both teams in double bonus. First one's up, no good. It looks like he didn't necessarily take his time shooting that one. He just let it fly.
Yeah, and, I think Cowan's a little frustrated tonight.
And his second one's up and good. Cowan down by 40 now. Strobel for three. Ooh, I thought that one looked good. And Willman with the rebound. Willman drives in, and he's going to get fouled by Bo Brown. Brown did not look like he was wanting that one. Nope. He did not want that one to go in, and that's his fourth foul of the game. Dalton Willman shooting two.
His fourth.
Dalton's changed a little bit since last year here. Just noticing, and I talked to Dalton a couple times this year. He's definitely made a commitment to the weight room along with all the athletes in Blackford. It's good to see that people are starting to make that commitment and making them better at sports ultimately.
Making them better at everything. The score now 90-48. Blackford lead. Oh, a travel not called. He took 2 or 3 steps. I believe this one's going to be on Braden Roberts. Yes, it is. Carson Miller going to the line, shooting 2. The Bruins with a 42-point lead now.
Shooting a pair for the Blackhawks.
And, tonight, I don't think Cowan's a bad team by any means. I just think a lot of it was they were, Blackford kind of ran them, and they got real tired, and Blackford's up and down pace, I think.
Got into a lot of foul trouble early on. Rebound. Yeah. Cowan shot up, no good. Rebound Strobel. Strobel's now going to bring the ball up the court. Gives it off to Willman. And the ball stripped from Braden Roberts, but Mickey Waters gets the hand up in the air. I'm telling you, that kid, ooh. Dalton Willman came from nowhere and kicked that ball. The crowd getting a little bit of a chuckle out of that one.
And they might check that ball. It might be lopsided.
And Brute putting on his three-piece suit, came back out after halftime. I forgot to mention that earlier.
It looks good.
No good.
They did a good job with the Brute. So 15 seconds left in the game, and looks like Blackford's going to hold the ball.
And with that, we're going to have just a quick ad read to go over things again, and then we'll come back with a recap of the game. How's that sound? And Foundation Building Material is your building materials supplier for all your building material needs. From drywall, steel studs to Armstrong ceiling tile and insulation, Foundation Building Material is founded on principle and built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell today at 260-472-2181. Are you suffering from neck, back, or joint pain? Clear Choice Chiropractic can help. From neck pain, migraine, stress, or a colicky baby, Clear Choice Chiropractic has the tools necessary to help you live pain-free. Call Dr. Malia Robertson today at 765-329-5044 and schedule an appointment. Don't live another day in pain. Call now. Are you looking for custom shirts for your organization, sports team, or just a fun shirt for vacation? Get a hold of Jordan Massey today on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas. Contact Jordan with all of your special shirt designs and printing. His creations are amazing and he even does special projects. Contact Jordan now on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas. Also, don't forget to see Dave Montgomery over at Dave's Car Corner, located on the corner of Walnut and Kentucky. And with that, that'll be the last ad read that we have to listen to. And when you want to, I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and recap the Cowan while Grant gets all the figures up and does all the adding for Blackford. So as I have it, Hargrave ends with 3. Tyler Miller with 2. Declan Gill has 4 3-pointers for 12 points, 2 field goals for 4 points, so he ends with 16 points on the game. Simon Underwood with 5. And it looks like Jacob Thomas with 6. Carson Miller with 1, but the key to that game for Cowan was they had 3 players with 4 fouls and 2 players with 3 fouls. So they just need to stay out of foul trouble in order to help them win games this season. And Grant, you got something for Blackford?
Yeah, I got everybody's points here. We'll go from top to bottom here. Luke Brown with 31 points, 12 of those coming from the free throw line. Brandon Strobel, 29 points. Drake Ramsey, 6 points. Andrew Beckley, 4 points. Dalton Willman, 5 points. Mark White, 5 points. Stephen Hoover, 2 points. And Nathan Brown, 2 points.
How many threes did Strobel end with?
He ended with 4 threes.
4 threes?
4 threes.
And you said he had 18? No, you had more than 18 points. 21 points?
29.
29 points to fill it out. So between
Luke and Brandon, they had 60 of the 90.
60 of the 90 points, so over 2/3, right at 2/3 of the points scored for Blackford came off of just those 2 players. So an outstanding job done by Brandon Strobel and Luke Brown tonight. Luke finally able to hit his first 3 of the game. We hope that Luke is okay. He never did come back in the game for the rest. Although only 2:24 left, you probably don't want to have a player injuring himself anymore. I did look down there shortly after, and it didn't look like they were tending to him, so they may have just given him a break. He may have just had maybe some cramps that they needed to work out. So wishing the best for Luke. Anything else that you can that you wanted to say about the game?
I just would like to reiterate that, I think that Blackford's going to be a fun team to watch this year, and, it's going to be something to something to watch down the road and see how far they do make it. Make it out to the game if you can, and if not, listen to us here and we'll do our best.
Yeah, that's one thing that I definitely wanted to say. The crowd size here tonight was not what we expected. From my understanding, Tony Ugan, the athletic director here at Blackford, was expecting about 3,000. I think you may have gotten about 1,800 at best. So if you're using this medium to not come out and enjoy the games and enjoy the atmosphere out here, you're missing out. So don't use us for that aspect. This live stream is not necessarily meant for people to skip the games who can make it to these home games and watch it online. It's meant for those who, like Clint Dickey, who just had surgery, who can't necessarily make it out to the games. I know I had surgery this over the summer and couldn't make it to some of the football games, although I did make it to all of the football games. It was just a matter of how long I could sit there. But please come out and see the Bruins at least at home. If you want to watch the away games on Bruin or Blackford Sports Network, then by all means we welcome you. And I'm not trying to tell you not to watch us here because we love having you here listening to the game and watching it live on YouTube. But we especially want you to come out here and experience this atmosphere and cheer on these boys so that they know that you support them. So with that, any saved rounds or alibis?
Nope, I don't think I have anything else.
And for those of you who don't understand, this is the second time I've used that. Saved rounds or alibis is something that the military uses out on the rifle range, but it's something that I picked up. And I might use it, might not, never know. So with that, the Bruins picked up the first win of the season, 90-49 over Cowan here tonight. Their first home game of the season, and they are going to be back in action after Thanksgiving on Saturday evening, and they're going to be traveling away at Bluffton. So be sure to check them out on the Blackford Sports Network here on YouTube. And please let your friends and family know about the channel that you have here, especially those family that are from Blackford but don't live in the area anymore and can't come out and support them. They can at least show their support this way. And if you're interested in being a sponsor for Blackford Sports Network, please feel free to give me shoot me an email. Just let me know that you're interested. Give me a phone number, and I'll be more than happy to give you a call back. But the email address is blackfordsportsnetwork@gmail.com. So we appreciate you guys. We want you to have a happy Thanksgiving on Thursday. Don't eat too much, but definitely eat enough. And with that, Grant, we're going to sign off.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Blackford picking up their first win.